G'day fellas. Welcome to the fourth game in the series between Kaiserklein and SamWise. Many of you would have hoped to see Dutch, Portuguese, Sweden, Germany even, maybe even some Spain. But today we've got a French mirror for you. Spawning in the south of the map is Kaiserklein playing his France. And his opponent, spawning in the north of the map, is SamWise. This map is Malaysia, so this map was SamWise's choice. Kaiserklein would have subsequently chosen France, and then SamWise has opted to play against Kaiserklein by picking France himself. So we're trying to give as much advantage as possible over to SamWise for losing the last game. Kaiserklein, however, getting the trading post down, beating SamWise to it, and unfortunately meaning that SamWise, wanting to drop a trading post, is unable to do so. So now has to walk with his tail in between his legs all the way down to this trading post. It means that Kaiserklein is going to get the first pass of the Trevor, of the rickshaw. And not only that, but I don't think SamWise is actually going to be able to get the first pass here. It's going to take him so long to walk down here, and then he's going to have to build this trading post. It's good game already. Like, when you're talking about the skill level of these players, that kind of difference in shipment curve is going to change the game immensely. It's going to mean, you know, four Kuras is going to be out sooner, or 700 coin following it up is going to be out sooner. I'd be curious to see whether, yeah, there's no way this guy is going to be providing XP to Sam. So perhaps SamWise spawning in the north position should probably realize. I guess that's probably a little bit too meta to realize, but knowing that your opponent in the south position is always going to be able to beat you to this top trade post, and this is the best trading post to go for because it's always going to get the first pass. Maybe it's just better to sort of, you know, count your losses and then just go for the south one. But now we've got the 3 Kuras coming in for SamWise. Let's take a look at Kaiserklein. Kaiserklein, take a look at that. Kaiserklein is like, what, 30 seconds ahead of him? 30 seconds ahead of him when it comes to the Kuras. That is insane. That's the difference that it makes. And now you got to think about it. That's 30 seconds of Kura de Bois gathering at, you know, at maximum efficiency. They're at 1.05 or 1.04 rather. So they've got that extra bonus because they're Kuras. So they gather extra fast. And now, you know, Kaiserkleins have been gathering villager seconds constantly for the last 15 seconds. And now we've still got Sams that are coming in. This feels so bad. And it just feels terrible. So it's I guess it's one of those things that it comes down to the map and the way that the map plays out. But now we've got Kaiserklein moving back to his base with a water buffalo. He's got 5 water buffalo so far. Let's compare that to SamWise. What's SamWise got? Well, SamWise has got a lot of dead water buffalo sitting on the ground. Going up with 13 Kuras here. Aging up with a quartermaster. We've also got Kaiserklein, who hasn't had to eat his water buffalo. Actually, I say that, but we did see one on the ground. We saw one on the ground, and we still got 5 going up with the quartermaster as well. So a little bit behind. Probably about 2 or 3 seconds, maybe 4 or 5 seconds behind, actually. Let's take a look at decks, see what we've got. We'll start off by looking at the SamWise's deck. SamWise got the 2 Caravels, as well as the Improved Warship card, and then the Frigate card in Age 3. No other real shenanigans going on. No 7 Skirmisher card, no 4 Goon card, and all of the resource cards that you would expect, as well as Eco Theory and the 2 Heavy Cannon card in Age 4. If we take a look at Kaiserklein's deck, well, Kaiserklein's gone for a full land deck, so really, you know, he knows what he's up to. He said, why do I need to be worried about water? You're not going to go water. I'm not going to go water. You're crazy. You're crazy. And just going for a complete land deck, 7 skirms in deck. Got refrigeration as well. I like to see that. I really like to see that. So good stuff there. And nonetheless, we take a look at treasures. So we've got Kaiserklein picking up the 80 coin, SamWise picking up an XP treasure, Kaiserklein's picking up a split, SamWise, oh, Kaiserklein picking up an 80 wood. I didn't spot that one. That was quite early. Apologies for not mentioning that one. So a pretty good Age 1 for Kaiserklein. Definitely the 80 wood adds up. Definitely Kaiserklein winning the Age 1 as well with 80 wood and 80 coin being picked up. SamWise is just left with a 65 coin treasure that bounced off the circle and he never got it back.
Oui.
Oh, man. All right, so now Quartermaster. So Kaiserklein, or SamWise is going to be the first one to hit the age up. I'm just going to take a quick drink just before we do get into the next age. Delicious. All right, so aging up, we've got the 4 Kura de Bois coming in now. 400 wood being picked up by the 2 Coureur de Bois, one on each side. Taking a look at Kaiserklein's base. 4 Coureur de Bois also coming in for him. Have a look at that XP difference. Look at that difference in XP. You really see the difference. Stable now going down for Kaiserklein in base. SamWise, let's take a look and see. SamWise has also got a stable in base as well. Doesn't need to worry about those 2 caravels from his opponent. Can basically treat this water like it doesn't even exist. Doesn't have to be scared of it. It's not like he's playing against the Portuguese on this map. You know, if they were playing against Kaiserklein and this map was picked, I've got a suspicion that the Portuguese would have been the civilization that was gone to. It wouldn't have been a French mirror, I can say that much. So, if you're looking forward to seeing that, that's going to be tomorrow at 18 GMT. The winner of this series is going to be up against Kaiserklein. Apologies to all the German viewers that are watching this and going, Drongo, it's Kaiserklein. There you go, Kaiserklein. So 18 GMT tomorrow, that'll be on the EGC TV Twitch channel. So make sure you check that one out. We're here for the table topper, $2,000 prize pool, going out to all the contenders, potentially, depending on whether or not they won them games with the United States. Tomorrow's game will also include a United States mirror. It'll be Kaiserklein playing against the winner of this series. Now got the Hussar batch that is almost going to be completed. I don't think this is... Does SamWise get this Hussar batch? I don't think he does. Oh, no. You know, you just got to point at the trading post and you got to say it's that trading post because all those villager seconds just add up. And look, now you've got 5 Hussars versus 4 Hussars. And anybody who's good at maths, or at least, you know, you don't have to be good at maths to know that 5 is more than 4. All right, okay. You have to be relatively good at maths to know that 5 is more than 4, but look, just trust me on this one, okay? It is not good to have less Hussars than your opponent, especially at 5 minutes 40 into the game. And so now, Hussar getting a little bit of damage on it. Juan Baudin going down for Kaiserklein. Juan Baudin for SamWise also going to be going down. Unfortunately, Minutemen being called. So this was not something that was considered by the Drong. And so now a little bit of micro coming out. This Hussar is undoubtedly going to be going down. So now the Hussar numbers have been evened up. The Minutemen called by SamWise was a great choice. Looks like a couple of snares are going to potentially get out, but the manages to pull away. Kaiserklein only losing the 1 Hussar there. You know, not a bad trade, considering the fact that your opponent has just spent 300 resources on Minutemen that they can't spend on aging up now. So that's going to put SamWise behind considerably. So now we've got more Hussars coming out. We've got 6 Hussars for SamWise, as well as a whole bunch of militiamen in the backline. I'd love to see just a Hussar. A single Hussar run up to these militiamen, put on its trample mode, and just murder them all. Just murder them all. It's beautiful if you can see it done right. It's really quite good. I've seen Fitzbro utilize that before. And so now SamWise putting a Musketeer in queue. Both players opting a bit more of a Commerce Age play. Kaiserklein with the 5 Pikemen in queue. So not even saying I'm gonna bother with muskets. I'm just gonna go straight for the pikes. This is quite curious, and also shipping the 700 coin as well behind this. So if we take a look at the card sent, we've got 3 Vils, 4 Vils, 700 wood, and then 700 coin. Villager count, I'm assuming, is quite even. We've got 23 versus 23. Both of the players are on par with that one. The Arawak scout moving into position. Let's take a look at Kaiserklein, see if we can spot where his scout is. We've got the Arapaho scout in position, scouting it out. But a huge mass of Hussars here. Pikemen now been spotted by SamWise. We've got a little bit of militiamen that are going to go down. There's the first one going down, second one, and the third one all going down. And this looks like it might be over before it even started. Those pike are just going to be so pivotal. When those pike get in there, they're going to start hitting, look, these muskets on the back line moving in, but they're just not up here. There's too many Hussars. The Hussar pop was all too big. Look how many Hussars are left. There's 13 Hussars for Kaiserklein. We've got 5 more coming in to reinforce SamWise, but he's just had the defender's advantage, and that's just slungshot him into... I mean, he's basically just gone to the moon at this point. Kaiserklein to the moon right now. And these pikemen are just doing work. There hasn't been enough musketeers. Kaiserklein now with 8 Hussars. SamWise down to 4. And just chasing SamWise away. Let's take a look. Let's do a stock take of resources. We've got Kaiserklein, who's pumping out more units behind this. The Arawak scout is going to be spotting that. Does indeed spot that. Kaiserklein now having 7 and 5 compared to his opponent, who has got 5 muskets, and that is it. Also building 5 more Hussars, so really going quite heavy on the age 2 play here, and SamWise not even queuing anything up and then realizing, oh shit, my opponent's got a whole bunch of stuff and I've got nothing, and just calling it good game right there. So Kaiserklein taking the 4th game in the series, really just demonstrating his prowess there on the French. Very quick game. Yeah, wow. I don't know what to say really other than 5 beats 4. 5 is more than 4, and that's really what it comes down to. And you know, like remember what I said in the early game, okay? It all comes down to this TP. You might not think it does. You might think I'm overplaying things, right? But you really have to consider this, okay? This trading post here was extra villager seconds. A lot of extra villager seconds, 30 extra villager seconds. And it meant that there was 1 less Hussar that came out of here because he had like 20 more food that he needed to get. 20 food would have been the villager seconds, very easily covering that. And it meant that he was down a Hussar, and because he was down a Hussar, he had to call Minutemen. And because he calls Minutemen, now he's on the back foot because he's got less resources, because he can't make more Hussars, because he's got less resources, he's got 150 less coin, 150 less food, and it all just goes downhill from there. So, it's you know, at this level, that little detail, like you can see right here just how close they are. Everything is just identical. Oh, man. Oh, I just feel bad for Sam, honestly. Like, and not to take anything away from Sam or from Kaiser, but you know, just watching that unfold and seeing it and knowing exactly what's going to happen in that way, it just really makes me like go, ah. Oh.